Okay, so Nick, basically you are now traveling from which country? From
I'm going
Wales,
from
right?
Wales,
Yeah.
my hometown of Machynlleth, which is, you'll find it.
Okay.
And it's in mid-Wales, and I'm riding to Władywostoku. And this is my second time in Poland. So I'm going obviously through Europe, Poland, Baltic states, Russia, all the way to Mongolia, all the way to Władywostoku. And I'm doing it all in 7 weeks. There we are. It's reasonably quick because, time. I don't have a lot of time. The more time you're away from home, the more money it costs.
That's true.
I'm not on holiday. I'm a professional bike rider, and I'm sponsored by Yamaha to go on a journey. But I have to do it quickly, and I have to get the information quickly, and meet people, and tell a story.
What is like the main thing that is driving you through all these years to sit on the bike and go for a trip? I read in one of the interviews I read with you that you felt one day a bit, let's say, alone with all it, and you wanted to share it. But again, you're on the trip on your own, right?
Always at the moment of this trip I'm on my own, yes. Sometimes it's hard because you are on your own and you're away from family. I have 3 children and I like my life where I live, like you like your life. But it's almost a duty. I've been riding a motorcycle for many years. I've been around the world on a motorbike 7 times, and the length of the Americas from Tierra del Fuego to Alaska 8 times. Nearly 1 million kilometers. And it's what I'm good at. And I like doing it. This is my first job. This is my job. It always has been my job. Yes, it is a passion. I do like my job, but it's still a job.
So, actually, if you can share it, like what the share is passion and what share is...
How do I share?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I share? Well, I share in my writing an enthusiasm for travelling and visiting countries. And I'm very good with people. I like people. I like Polish people. I'm sure I like Latvian people. I'm sure I like Russian people. Why not? Ordinary people are actually fantastic. It's always the people at the top, who make life a little bit difficult for us. And I think sometimes you need to be a storyteller and tell a story.
You guys need a sugar?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I do, yeah. I should have had coffee. Never mind. Yeah, I have a lot of fans in the UK, maybe in Europe. They're scattered around the world. People who like ultra endurance, long distance motorbike riding.
Yeah.
And I've done more of that kind of riding than possibly anybody in the world. I think it's the fact that I've done it for so long.
Yeah.
35 years,
But there's something unique about you. In our first handshake, I saw you all wet here.
Yeah.
And I saw your smile and heard your first words like hello, and I already felt all this passion. We got very terrible weather today. There's rain. It's rather cold already.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's only rain.
Okay.
There's no such thing as bad weather. It's just bad clothing. Yes, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do today next.
I see.
Doesn't matter. I'll get my computer out. I live in my head a lot, and I'm editing little films for social media. 2-3 minute films. And each film has a story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And this is very exciting. And it's not just about me. It's about the people I meet. There's always a motorcycle story in everybody, well, in most people. So I'm creating these little stories, and people have a cup of coffee back home, and they watch my little stories, and it brightens their day. And it shows off the fact that I'm riding a Yamaha 700 Tracer as well.
You were organizing the trip around the world back in 2012.
2002.
2002, I'm sorry.
And 2004, I took 23 bikers around the world.
I was wondering, what was the hardest task for you when it came to travels? What was the main obstacle to organize such a thing for such a big group of people?
The thing is, I don't find any of this terribly hard. That's the point. Because, I've always wanted to be the best in the world at something.
Yeah.
But I didn't always know what. And over year after year after year, and you put a lot of effort and passion, you slowly get better. And you get better, and better. And if you examine your mistakes and look at yourself, not as a perfect person, you then spend years and years trying to make yourself better. And eventually you become the best in the world. You really do. Because it's a combination of many things. It's not just about the bike. We can all ride a bike, but it's what you think about when you're riding the bike, how you're dealing with people. Are they going to tell you their stories, their life stories? Why are you travelling? Why are you here? So what we're creating here is a sense of purpose. Why are we riding on motorcycle? Why? It's a passion which is almost as important as life itself. If they have a choice between their wife, their dog, or their motorcycle, they'll always choose their motorcycle. Of course. So I still feel that. Oh, the sugar. Philip, you're looking after us. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
That's very
so
good.
it's mieszadełko in Polish. I don't know how
All
it's
is good. All is
Cheers.
good. And dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry.
No problem at all.
When you plan the travel, or when you already in the travel, what caused you the most difficulty?
Right. The difficulty is making sure that the riders believe in me and do as I tell them. Because when you're going on an extreme journey, I do the most extreme client journeys in the world.
That's true.
Absolutely no question. I've taken clients from Tierra del Fuego to Alaska 3 times. It's a hard journey. You're going through Patagonia and Chile and Peru and Colombia, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Mexico, difficult places. So I have to instill in them a belief of me. And if they trust me and believe me to be safe with them, then it works out as a very good team. That's the hardest bit. Booking flights, transport for the motorcycle, hotels, no, that's easy. You have a kind of psychological second sense about what's good, what's bad. Mm-hmm. There are people watching you. Not everybody's good. We have had problems in the past, I have had robberies and we've had crashes. Yeah. We've done everything, We've had a kidnapping in Mexico. My driver was kidnapped.
Oh my God.
We got him back the next day and I lost $20,000.
So, do you think that those extreme travels, are for the tough guy only?
No. Most of the people I come along, they're good, passionate motorcyclists, but they get tougher after a while. They start off being soft and they get a bit harder.
So it's more about being in, let's say, unfriendly environment that requires you to be tough?
Well, put it this way. It depends on your attitude. It doesn't have to be an unfriendly environment. Look, there's always somebody bigger than you who's going to punish you. So you just don't have to go around punishing people. If you give somebody a smile, usually it works.
That's true.
Not always.
Well, the safest and the greatest weapon in the world. Also most infecting.
Yes, it is infecting, absolutely.
It's biological, right?
Yes, quite, yeah. It's like yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
You just said it and I almost yawned. Still in the morning and I didn't have my wake up right.
Yeah.
You told me that you get a family. What is your wife saying about it?
I have 3 children. A boy, one boy is 19, one boy is 17, and one girl is 15. They don't ride bikes.
At all?
Nope. They've almost done the opposite of me. How can they ride a motorcycle and compare with their dad? They want to be the best at what they do.
I see.
They don't want to. They know they're not going to be better than me, and that's just the way it is. Tough, But let them go and do other things. There's more important things than riding a motorbike. I think so.
It's obvious that they love you, they miss you. Mm. But over the years, you are still riding around the world.
I think my children don't completely understand what I do, even after 20, 30 years. They don't. It's too far for them. Most 18-year-old boys are really only interested in girls, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe. Not Władywostoku. That's not interesting, really. In time, maybe they'll understand me. I've already been to Australia 5 times. I've been to India 20 times. I've been to Morocco 20 times. I've been around the world 7 times. I've been to Peru 7 times. I've been to so many countries so many times. Next to North America, and then I'll continue in March and finish off the job, which is Los Angeles, the Dempster Highway. There's a new highway right above the Arctic Circle in Canada. Oh, okay? And so I'll go do that, and then New York, finish. So I've basically gone round the crown of the world, just the top of the world.
I see. What are your plans for the future? About not the nearest one, but long distance. Do you have a goal, or you just want to enjoy the thing you do?
You're not always in control, okay?
That's
Things
true.
change,
Of
even
course.
for me. Yeah, I wonder it depends whether Yamaha and Turystyka want to keep sponsoring me. I'm getting older, I'm feeling good, but they may have different agendas. But I've got so much experience. It's taken me 30 years to gain this experience. It's going to take somebody else 30 years to gain the same experience.
Do you feel like the need for speed?
Speed?
Yeah.
No, I've done all that. When I was in the UK and I was talking to the boss of Yamaha, in 2005, we sold more bikes because of me than because of Valentino Rossi. That was a fact. And that was proven by statistics and by the Yamaha management.
Oh my God, congrats.
But only in the UK. Valentino Rossi is an enormous icon, we know that.
Of course,
But
he's a brand himself.
Absolutely. And I'm a much, much smaller brand, but a very specialised brand in the adventure sector, which is ultimately a man or a woman can be like me, can do like me, but they can't do what Valentino Rossi does. And that's the difference. So I'm very approachable.
Do you still feel this urge for speeding?
For riding a motorcycle? Yes, I've just created a festival, a motorcycle and music festival. And we hope
I saw it on your website.
And we should have 1,000 riders coming along next May. And there's quite a lot of Polish riders living in London.
That's true.
Who are coming to it. But the thing is, this festival is something broader, quite interesting. You've got to fill your time with stuff and stuff to do, otherwise you die. Mm-hmm. Soon, a man he retires, he dies. So maybe I'll never retire. Just keep going.
I see.
Yeah, that's the answer.
Did you thought about going on a yacht?
No.
On the yacht around the world?
No, because that's serious sailing, and I'm not a sailor.
I see.
You have to have a limit to all the things that you do. Because if I want to be good at it, it would take me 2 or 3 years to become a good sailor, you see.
At least.
At least, exactly. No, I remain the best in the world at what I do as an adventure motorcyclist, and I'm going to get better. Simple as. I was on Polish national television in 1996.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When I went around the world on a Daytona 900 and then became the fastest man around the world in 30 days.
Yeah, that was amazing. How long did you sleep per
10, 15 minutes
per day.
Every 4 hours.
And you got this written, right?
Yep. I've got a book, I've got films. Go to nicksanders.com. You'll find everything.
I wasn't even thinking about it because, I'm riding sports bike. Yeah. So 300 kilometers on it, maybe it's the way of life.
Yeah, absolutely, you can
do you have, about your customers in your business itself, do you have, stable customers that are going constantly with you over and over?
Yes. If I were to, I've been to Timbuktu 3 times with customers. Now, that's too dangerous now. But if I were to do Timbuktu, London, Timbuktu, again, I could make 20 phone calls and it would be full in a day. Seriously. I reflect that relationship by giving them really good prices. As cheap as I can do it. I don't think of how much money can I make. I think of what is absolutely the fair amount of money in this transaction. Mm-hmm. Charge the minimum that's acceptable. And there we are. And I live with what I make. And that's why I'm still in business, but I'm not a rich man. I always wanted to be a millionaire, okay? But I was talking to a friend of mine who is a millionaire. Mm-hmm. And he said, Nick, you're not living the life of a millionaire. You're living the life of a multi-millionaire. And it's true, but without the money. Because with £1 million, that person is always wanting to make more. He has no time. He has the responsibility of money. It's enough, but not enough. Now, when you have a multi-million, you have plenty of money, and you have time. And that's what I've got.
Well, my league as well. So.
Here we are.
Yeah. We got something in common.
We have. Something good will come of this, that's fine.
Of course. Well, definitely we'll have the interview with you on Motobanda PL.
It's a website, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
You got it? You know how to get through to me and through my website.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Okay.